Hello YouTube friends and subscribers, a little DIY video for you today. I recently purchased this USB charger socket and I think the time has come to get round to fitting it. Now UK viewers will recognise this. This is a UK plug with a USB connector in it, and that would normally go in the wall like that. So what we're going to do is see if we can replace the existing socket with this one. Right, now before you do anything electrical, you must always isolate the circuit or turn the entire building off. Isolating the circuit, you do that by going to consumer unit and finding the correct fuse breaker. We'll go and do that now. Now, a method of checking to see if you actually have juice is to turn your radio on. Now here's our consumer unit. As you can see, the person who installed this has listed each of these RCBs, residential circuit breakers, and what have we got? Sockets, kitchen. Sorry, what have we got here? We've got number one, sockets, kitchen, something hall, lounge, office, blah blah. So circuit number one. So if we look under here and find circuit one, that's this. We're going to turn that to off. Obviously your radio will go off once you've turned the supply of electricity off at this socket. So that is off. Now a voltage detector like this, which I think came from Amazon or somewhere, cheap enough DIY tool, not to be relied on 100%, but it will give you a good indicator of if there's any juice in this circuit here, in this socket now. So just turn that to on. If there was any juice here, that would reveal that. Let's try it on the lighting circuit. So that indicates there's juice in the lighting circuit, but there's nothing going on here. So we are now good to go. So you'll see the back of the socket very prettily marked up. There's the live on the left there. The neutral is the blue. And of course the earth is the green and yellow. So you have live, neutral, earth. And this earth is if you feel like connecting an earth cable to the metal box that this fitting is going into. First thing we're going to do is unscrew this box here, this cover. I noticed that this live has already fallen out of the socket because everything was in there very tight. That's our box disconnected. Now you can see the terminals in our new fitting and cables, very old, very stiff cables coming out of the wall here. So it's simply a matter of connecting the right colours to the right terminals in this new fitting. Right, I'm going to see if I can get the negative in. Let's just see. The negative in. We'll try to gather the lives into this one place in this corner here. This is pretty stiff, old-fashioned cable. I'll tighten this down. I need to tighten it so there's absolutely no bare copper wire showing. And now that just leaves the earth, which is going to be a bit of a stretch, to be honest. What we're doing is encouraging the earth to face in the right direction. My feeling is we are going to be a bit cramped here. And that's the earth in. And make sure these cables cannot spring back out, because when you push this back into its position, you can put tension on these cables, and you don't want something to undo itself. So we've got two reds and a brown, so all lives. We've got a blue and two blacks, negatives, and we've got the yellow and green to this end, which is the earth end. So gently squeeze this back onto the wall, which will at the same time fold the cables as you go, which is why you want this to be extra tight. And just to doubly make sure before we finally call it done, just and that goes back on the wall like that. And we use the nice new bolts. Locating the hole is always difficult. Just get it started on one side before you come to the other side. Always a tricky thing, no matter how many times you've done it. Just get one side started. Try not to cross thread these, obviously, or you will be very, very unhappy. Now, if you happen to have one of these things lying around in your toolbox, they are very, very good indeed. This one's quite old. So we're going to go and turn the fuse back on at the consumer unit, and then we will test the socket using this gizmo. So you just put your Martindale tester in the hole, I guess, and turn the juice on and see what happens. And that is showing correct. And that's showing correctly wired. So that is how you change over your ordinary PowerPoint for one that has USB chargers. And you even get these little, very pretty little white caps to go over your screws. And that model there is made by British General. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you found that reasonably interesting. A DIY version of how to change over an existing PowerPoint for a PowerPoint that has USB charging ports built in. Now, before you go on attempting any electrical work, make sure you turn the juice off. Certainly turn the RCB that controls the circuit for your PowerPoints, and if in doubt, turn the whole building off. Put your radio into that socket, or maybe a drill or something that you can test the socket with to make sure it's definitely turned off. Get one of those gizmos, those power testers, to have a second opinion if the juice is turned off, and you will be fine. If you don't feel like you're a competent person, don't take on this sort of work. Thanks again for watching. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, that would be good. Thank you. You'll be able to see what other DIY jobs I do around the house, around the car, and there's also some travel videos out there on my YouTube site. Thanks again for watching.